Welcome back to a Chandler's channel. I'm Tracy with your intuitive weekly reading for April 28th through May 4th, 2014. So welcome. We are going through the last few days of April and the first few days of May. Before we get to that, let's touch back on last week's reading where Whitehawk, my spirit guide, spoke of how it was really about the ebbs and flows of life, and he's teaching us how to go through those ebbs and flows, those energy shifts. And one of the really great images he gave, right, was aliens being born. We are aliens, like it or not. And that we have been discussing this in the last few videos, that, you know, birthing is not exactly an easy process, is it? And I can't imagine being an alien birthing, but so well worth it. And I think that's why we don't remember our own birth, because it is quite traumatic to come through, you know, the birthing process. But in the end, you forget all the pain that you went through, and you just move forward in joyfulness in life. So be blessed for knowing that. I think we had a more difficult season this season because there were the eclipses, the eclipse, lunar eclipse, and then apparently there was a new moon eclipse that will be occurring, and then the cardinal cross again. I don't know about astrology, but when I listen to it and hear about it, and I'm very, you know, aware of shifts and feel it very much so in my body, being a highly sensitive person. You know, throw that all into the mix and wow. And a lot of the times when you're going through these shifts, you might feel it as fatigue. You know, that there's no other way to put it. You just need to go nap. And when you do go nap, sorry, I just seen a beautiful bird out there. I love birds. If you haven't figured that out, I love birds. So I like to know what birds are around, because oftentimes it has a message. So especially if I see a hummingbird, but it's too early in the season for that. Okay, so ebbs and flows. So we're ebbing and we're flowing. Like it or not, that is just how it goes. Difficult week. I've been coming through cranial sacral therapy, and indeed it is called therapy. And so in healing, there is always emotional debris that will come up for clearing, and you know, those are the blessings in disguise when it does come up. It does hurt, yes, to heal, but it is necessary and is better than staying stuck with where you are. And if you're a very highly sensitive person, healing can be more intense. So you almost have to ask for, you know, the good Lord to turn it down a little bit. Turn that healing down, because you do have to sort of get through it. Now, some people believe, you know, let's just get it all over with at once. I'm not that type of person, because I feel so intensely, everything from love to hate, that when it comes to healings, I'm going to feel the emotions more intensely, and then the healing is going to be much more intense. And just so you all know that this is for the post-concussion syndrome that I've been dealing with for almost 3 years, come May 8th, 2011. May 8th, 2011. Yes, exactly. So, moving on from all that, let's go get Whitehawk and let's see what he has to say regarding this upcoming week. Indeed, he says, the last few days of April. The last few days of birthing for many. I know, children, it has been traumatic, it has been dramatic, and above all, it has been, well, like a bomb being dropped on you. And so be blessed in knowing, children, it is coming to an end. It is coming to a head, is another way of saying it. You have done well. You have gone through it, for there was no other way but to have gone through it, children. And so if you come here to learn about the ebbs and flows, and you come with like-minded individuals, and we build a community where we can all come and go through the shifts together. So thank you for being here for that. He says, thank you for helping us build a community where we can come and we can feel comfortable being with each other, discussing that which we do see and that which we do know and that which we do feel in our bodies and see in the world around us. So children, as you go through those last few days of April, keep that in mind. But as you arrive in a completely new location in May, keep in mind that indeed we have come to play in May. But not only have we come to play in May, we have come to pay. And when I say pay, and I feel a bit of sadness as he says this, when I say pay, I mean, well, again, we have just been birthed, but there are still some things we have to go through. And that is okay, children, that is okay. Just know you have your support system here with us, and know that a whole new support system will find you and has found you. And so, use it. Use it to the nth degree. Use it with all your might, children. For you will find that the fight will lessen. Not only will it lessen, but the hardships will be less. Not only will the hardships be less, but you will allow for that crack of light to shine through and to find you through it all. So be blessed, children, as you travel through this last week of April, first week of May, knowing that although there might be some trials and tribulations, you really are well supported in the universe around you. And not only are you well supported in the universe around you, you are well on your journey to making your pay in life. God bless, children. All of this will come to light very shortly, and it will be very relevant in your life. And then, and only then, will you understand my words here that I have delivered to you today. God bless. Okay, and so I feel a lot of sadness. There's tons of sadness. Tons and tons and tons and tons and tons of sadness. I don't know if it's at the delivery of that message or if it's what's going to occur during that week. But all I know is come here and we'll be a supportive community for each other. I'm on Facebook, I'm on Twitter. Let's use those and Google Plus, sorry. Let's use all those communities and coming out and maybe even just saying, hey, how's it going today? Because there are other communities and forums out there where they say, we're going through a shift, holy smack, I was napping lots today, or I was really irritable today, or I was emotional today, breaking down a lot and crying. Because when other people are like you, you feel normal. You feel like you belong. You feel loved. And you don't feel like such a freak, right? And you're not a freak. You are 20% of the population being highly sensitive, or perhaps, you You just want to be aware of shifts and know what's going on. You have an interest of shifts and so on and so forth, of what's going on in the world. So, although perhaps not the most uplifting and optimistic weekly reading, certainly an eye-opening one, and one that kind of gives you a heads up, right? A heads up that, you know, even though maybe the waters aren't going to be calm and clear and sunny and warm, you can make it through. You're going to make it through. And remember, oftentimes, we have to go through it to get to the other side. There's no other way to get through the other side but to go through it. But know that you will arrive to the other side, where there'll be joyfulness. I mean, do you think, when you think of stories like Moses or, Moses from Prince of Egypt, Moses from Prince of Egypt, right? You know, like, I'm sure he didn't want to do that job. I'm sure he far from wanted to go up against his stepbrother and have to, what it seemed like, to betray his stepbrother and his family to save his people, right? And then have to go through the plagues and the fighting and feel the hostility. Nobody wants to go through that. But you know what? On the other side of that, like, he freed his people, right? He freed his people, and they had a better life because they didn't deserve to be slaves. There was no reason why they should have been slaves. So someone stood up and took all that pain, but kept moving forward and was the leader and was able to help these people, his people, and move them to a better place. So if you kind of see it as that way, and whether that's mythical or not, there are many people that walk in the world today and who walked in the world previously who have created great stories like that, who have moved the human world forward. And it did not come easily. It does come with great pain, and it does, people have to pay in some form or aspect. But in the end, think about the women's movement. Like, in the end, it's so well worth it. Because we could be stuck back in the dark ages if it wasn't for a person, and then people who believed in that person and joined community with that person, and then the momentum was going and the energy was going, and then they were able to move it forward. So take a moment and think about those people who created great movements in the world just because their heart and what they believed in, and they moved it forward. All right, deep thoughts for the day and for your week ahead. So don't forget to join us for Monday, our vlogs. Most importantly, if you want to be part of the question and answer vlog, our first one will be May 1st. The question and answer vlog is where I take your questions and Whitehawk answers them. But in order to be eligible for that, you have to be a subscriber, and then you have to comment on a video throughout the 4 weeks before the question and answer vlog occurs. And so there's not 4 weeks now, right? I mean, we're at April as I do this. What's today? April 23rd, 24th. So you don't have many days left to comment on a video, and then leave your question in another comment box. So it's almost like 2 comments. And then I will pick the question from 2 subscribers, and I will make up the question and answer vlog, and then come to that episode and see if it's your question that was answered. And come anyways, even if it wasn't your question that was answered, because there's so much to learn from what other people are going through, or whatever the questions are. Because it could be like, hey, who was I in a past life? Hey, who's my spirit guide? Hey, there's this recurring thing that keeps happening in my life, where this picture keeps falling off the wall or something. What does that mean? There's so much to learn. So come join us, but don't forget to subscribe, comment, and then leave your question in a comment box, and then come and visit us at that episode. And also, if you're not with me on Facebook, the first 100 likes, and we're very close, have the opportunity to win a 30-minute reading with me and Whitehawk, which is a $70 value. So lots there for you. Use it. It's a great opportunity for you guys. All right, we'll see you next time for our vlog on Monday. God bless. Bless you for being here.